What's up, y'all? It's Shameless Sham, and I am back with another video. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you're not new, welcome back. So your girl is getting braces very soon, and I am so excited about getting braces. This is something that I've always wanted, but of course when I was younger, I didn't need braces, and my mom was unable to afford braces just for cosmetic reasons, so I never got them. But this is something that I've been wanting for a long time, and now that I'm finally able to get them, I am so excited. And it's funny because people are like, why are you so excited to get braces? Like, you want to be metal mouth? And I'm like, yes, because I feel like braces are Pandora bracelets for your mouth, you know? Like, I think of them as like an accessory. Like, I don't look at braces as being a bad thing. And then when you get your braces off, your teeth are going to be absolutely beautiful, you know? So I've never looked at braces as being a bad thing. Like, I love them. I never considered getting Invisalign, and that's a question I get a lot, like, you don't want Invisalign? And the answer to that question is no. I've always loved the way that braces look, and I've heard bad things about Invisalign. Like, I heard that your breath really stinks when you get them, and someone else told me that it's glass, and I just always wanted braces, so I just have a preference for braces, so that's why I'm getting braces. And I'm so excited about it. So I set up 8 different appointments. Yes, I know that's a lot, but the reason why I set up so many is just because I feel like braces are an investment. So I think of it as shopping for a car. Like, you're not gonna just go to a car lot and as soon as you see the car that you want, you're gonna just go with that. Like, usually people shop around, they find the best option, they go to multiple car lots, and then they make their decision. And I feel like it's kind of the same concept with braces. I just feel like there's so many orthodontists to choose from, and like, you should make sure that you're getting the best price, and you should make sure that you're in the best hands. And then for me, I just feel like if an orthodontist is going to be putting braces on my teeth and I'm going to be seeing you for a year or a year and a half, then I need to know that I know that you're competent in what you're doing, because I'm not trying to come back 5 or 6 or 7 years down the line because you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Like, no, who has time for that, and who has money for that? Like I said before, I set up 8 appointments. I only ended up going to 5 of them because after the 5th appointment, I met my match. Like, this orthodontist was bomb.com, and I'll tell y'all about him. Like, he is amazing, and I cannot wait to start treatment with him. But as far as choosing those 8 orthodontists, so what I did was I literally just went to Google and like Facebook and typed in like orthodontist near me, and like a whole bunch of orthodontists came up. But the way that I narrowed it down was by their ratings and the amount of ratings that they had. So say for instance, if someone had a 5.0 rating, but they only had like 2 people review them, then I like kind of scratched them off my list. But like, if you had like 300 ratings and you had like a 4.9 overall rating, then I put you on my list. So that's how I chose my orthodontist, and I came down, or I narrowed it down to 8 of them. And I'm just going to be telling you guys my experiences with these specific orthodontists and telling you guys what I was looking for when I went to the offices, because I didn't just go and like just kind of fill things out. Like, I was looking for specific things. Those specific things that I was looking for, the first and the most important thing to me was, how did this orthodontist make me feel, and how did their staff make me feel as a patient? I just feel like if I'm going to be going to you for a whole year or 2 years, then I need to make sure that I'm in good hands, and I need to make sure that I feel like a patient and not just a coin, you know? Like, you're not just looking at me as a way to make money. The second thing that I was looking for, the second thing that was the most important to me, was your knowledge and also your competency. So the way that I measured this was basically just by your ability to answer my questions. So I brought a lot of questions. I brought a lot of questions to my orthodontist, and one of the questions that I asked was, is there any research that says that the longer you keep on your braces, the less likely it is for your teeth to shift back to how they were before? And some of them were able to answer that question, and some of them weren't. So that was the second most important thing to me. And then some of them weren't even willing to answer that question, and I'm just like, why should you put braces on my teeth again? Why? The third thing that was the most important to me was the cost. The cost wasn't the top on my list just because I'm the kind of person, I don't mind paying extra money for quality versus going with a cheaper option because it's cheaper. Like if I see quality in this thing and it's like $30 more versus this thing that's $30 less, like I'm gonna go with the quality thing just because I can trust that. The fourth thing was the proximity and how close the office was to my house, and then also like the cleanliness and the aesthetics of the office. And the very last thing was technology. It was important to me, but it wasn't that important. So I'm gonna be going through all of the consultations that I went to, and I'm not going to include the names of the orthodontists that I went to just because I don't have all good things to say about them, except for the very last one, which is the one that I chose, and I'm going to include that name just because I have nothing bad to say about that one. But as far as everyone else, I won't say their names just because I don't want to make anyone's practice look bad. But if y'all really want to know, then y'all can like not DM me, but like message me personally, and I don't mind letting you know. So, the very first orthodontist that I went to was actually the very first orthodontist that I went to was actually the sister or the brother office for my dentist. So the dentist that I see, ooh, I hope that didn't show. The dentist that I see is actually like partnered with this specific orthodontist. So if this dentist feels like you need braces, or if you tell them that you want braces, then they recommend you or refer you to this office. So when I got there, the first thing that I did was I filled out paperwork, and then they took me back for x-rays. After they took me back for x-rays, no, actually they gave me a tour first, and then they got the x-rays, and then they got pictures of my teeth, and just kind of introduced me to their staff, which was amazing. And I love this office. Like the aesthetics of this office were day one. Like I loved it. And then after that, they had the orthodontist come in and tell you what they felt like was recommended for your treatment and how long you would wear braces. And then after that, the orthodontist left, and then you gave them, or they gave you the price. So this specific orthodontist gave me a price of $4,600 or $4,800, which wasn't bad. That was actually the second cheapest that I got out of all the orthodontists. And honestly, I have nothing bad to say about this orthodontist, but this was the first one that I saw, and I wanted to make sure that I was exploring all of my options versus just going with this orthodontist. You know what I mean? A couple of pluses about this office was that one, the aesthetics were amazing, and then they had like a lot of tech savvy stuff, and then they had this room that you can go in and like relax. They had like an adult room, then they had like a kids room, which I thought was very, very cool. And then they had this thing where they took like pictures of your teeth, so it was kind of like a toothbrush but not a toothbrush. Like it was like a toothbrush with a scanner on it, and it took like a 3D picture of your teeth, so you were able to see your teeth in 3D mode, which I thought was very, very cool. And then the last thing that I really liked was the fact that they had like this this candy bar, and the candy bar basically was for all of their patients that got their braces off, and you can like load up on candy. And then they also had a yogurt bar, and then they also had a coffee bar. So like the office was great. So the second orthodontist that I went to, I was not at all impressed with. My appointment was at 9 o'clock, and I didn't end up going back until 9:27. And I was like, seriously? And it only took me about 5 minutes to fill out my paperwork. So I didn't understand why it took them so long to take me back, but I was like, okay, whatever. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So they took pictures, and then the orthodontist came in, did her little assessment, and she told me what she recommended. So she told me that she thought that I needed braces for 2 years, and I was like, really? Like, I don't think that I need braces for that long. Like, that's kind of absurd. 2 years? No, I don't think so. But she gave me a good reason for why she felt like I needed braces for 2 years, which was that when your teeth move, like, you don't want to just like get your teeth to be where they're supposed to be. So you don't want your teeth to move and then you just take the braces off. Like, you want to keep the braces on, and then after your teeth have moved and they're straight, you want to like keep the braces in so that the teeth kind of settle in tier bones or whatever, something along those lines, which made sense. But I was like, 2 years, I'm not sold on that. I asked her, I was like, is there any way that you can show me before and after pictures? So she said, yeah, fine. She was like, oh, we actually have pictures on our website. Go look at our website and then you'll see the before and after pictures. I was like, well, yeah, I've already been on your website and I've seen those pictures, but I'd rather see more up-to-date pictures. So she went to the first patient's chart and looked for after pictures, but whoever was supposed to upload the after pictures didn't do that. So then she went to the next patient and was looking for after pictures. Pictures weren't there. Whoever was supposed to upload them didn't upload them. Went to another patient, same thing, and then went to another patient, and then they weren't up there. So it kind of made their office look unorganized. And then the last thing that I did not like was the price that they gave me. So the price was very high. So they gave me $5,800. I was like, okay, that's a little high. Like that's a lot of money. So I asked her assistant, I was like, this price is a little higher than the other orthodontist that I've been to. I was like, would you mind explaining to me why the price is so high? Like, can you send me a breakdown showing me like where the cost is coming from or where the cost is going to, just so I have a better understanding of why the price is so high. So this lady said, okay, I'll see what I can do. 1 week went by, nothing. 2 weeks went by, nothing. So I crossed that off my list, and after that I was like, no, I'm not going to this orthodontist. The third orthodontist that I went to was also a great orthodontist. I had nothing bad to say about it. When I got in, I filled out paperwork and they took pictures, no x-rays, they took pictures, and then the orthodontist came in, he did his examination, told me what he thought that I needed and kind of gave me a treatment plan, and then they gave me a price. The only reason why I didn't go to this orthodontist is because of the price. So the price was $5,500, and because I had already had that first consultation, which was like $4,800 or $4,600, I was like, that's a little bit too high. But the thing that I really liked about this orthodontist was the fact that he was able to answer my questions, and he was very intrigued by my questions. So another question that I asked was, can you tell me what a power chain is? I was just asking him like a lot of questions, and he was able to answer them. And he was also able to answer my questions with research. So he didn't just answer my questions with his opinion, like he was able to back up what he said with research, which I really appreciate because, you know, I work in healthcare, so that's very, very important to me. So the fourth orthodontist that I went to, I didn't have to do paperwork because I had filled it out prior to coming in, like online. And then when I got there, the only thing that they did was they took pictures. So these are my these are my mug shots of my teeth and my face. And after they took pictures, they gave me a tour of the office. No, they gave me a tour first. They gave me a tour first, and then they took pictures. And then after that, the orthodontist came in and kind of told me what he thought that I should do for treatment, how long. And then after that, he left, and then they gave me a price. I didn't feel like this orthodontist just didn't make me feel so good, like as a patient. They gave me a price. The price they gave me was, what was the price they gave me? I don't think I had the price, but I think it was like $5,500 was the price that they gave me. And then they recommended treatment for 14 to 18 months. So I don't know if I said this, but the first orthodontist, 14 to 18 months. The second one was 2 years. The third one was 14 to 18 months. And then this one, the fourth one was 14 to 18 months. The last orthodontist that was simply amazing. I love this orthodontist, and I'm so happy that I went to multiple consultations instead of just picking the first one that I had went to, because if I had just picked the first one, then I would have never come across such an amazing orthodontist. Yeah, so like I said before, I am going to include the name of this orthodontist just because I have nothing bad to say about this orthodontist, and this is the person that I'll be doing my treatment with. So I came in and they had me fill out paperwork. After they filled out paperwork, they actually did take x-rays. So they took x-rays, and then after they took x-rays, they took pictures. And then the treatment coordinator kind of just walked me through all of the options that they had. I told her, I was like, well, I know that I want metal braces. So then the orthodontist came in and he introduced himself and just kind of talked about what he thought that I should get. So I remember when I was in the hallway getting my x-rays done, he had introduced himself. He was like, "Hi, I'm Dr. Horsey and I'm the orthodontist here. So nice to meet you." And then before that, he called me before I even had my appointment and introduced himself. Like that, none of the orthodontists that I had went to had did that. So these are the mug shots that they took of my teeth. And then when we were in the office and I was asking him all these questions, he was able to answer my questions, but he was so intrigued by my questions. And then, like, instead of just answering my questions, he answered my questions with research. And then he also showed me videos. So I'm a visual learner, so I really, really appreciated the fact that he went above and beyond to answer my questions. So I'll give you guys an example. So I asked what a power chain was. I asked the same question about if you keep your braces on longer, is there research that says that your teeth are not going to shift back to how they were? And I asked some other questions too, but yeah, he was able to answer every single one of my questions thoroughly, clearly, precise. Everything about this orthodontist was bomb, and I was just praying in my head, like, I hope the price is something that I can afford, because I don't want to say like I can't go to this orthodontist because they're a little bit too much for me. I got the price, and they gave me a price of $4,300, which is the cheapest that I had got. And then they had this thing where if I paid in full, then I think the price that I would be paying was like $3,800, which was the best price that I had got, hands down. And then they gave me like this little gift bag, which was so cute. It kind of reminds me of like the jewelry bags that you get. And then it has this cup with the logo on it that says Horsey Orthodontics. And then they gave me a shirt. And it says, "A smile makes a better world." And then it has Horsey Orthodontics at the bottom. And then it has a logo. And apparently if I wear this shirt to my appointments, then they'll give me like free stuff, like Target, Chick-fil-A. I can accumulate points and get free stuff. And then they gave me like this little cookie that has Horsey Orthodontics on it. So yes, I was very, very, very impressed with this orthodontist. And I am so excited to be starting treatment with this orthodontist. And as I said before, I'm so happy, because after the 5th appointment, I was like, oh, I'm actually kind of tired of going to all these consultations, but I'm so happy that I stuck it out. And yes, so I'm getting braces in about 2 weeks, and of course I'm going to record myself getting braces. And I am so excited to be starting treatment. I'm so excited to be starting braces, but I'm so happy that I found the orthodontist that was the best fit for me. So happy. But if you guys have any questions, just drop them down below. Of course, I will answer them, and I will see y'all in my next video.